Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my mentorship session. I am really, really very happy and I am really glad to be here because I've got an overwhelming response from all of you regarding my mentorship sessions, and you all have been waiting for this really long time. But yes, I have got a good response. I have evaluated all your responses. So now, based on that, I am going to help you all understand what is this mentorship and what are we looking at. Okay, of clearing the strategies to get it into this next attempt, which is coming in December. Okay, so now clear mentorship sessions is, as I have already told you, it is all about the strategy which we are going to plan until we give the exams for the next attempt. Now in my first session, I had asked all of y'all to fill these Google forms in which there were various questions about your targets and what are your goals, how are you looking at yourself after, so there were certain questions which I had asked, and you all have given me fantastic responses to those all the questions. So our team has kind of consolidated all the questions and have arrived to certain common problems which you all are facing. Okay, so these problems are something which is really the base as to from where you all are going to start working on your these problems and find a solution. So what are those problems? Okay, so common issues which I have analyzed and seen with the responses is basically everybody are facing these four pillar common issues. Is that time management? Okay, one is your difficulty of understanding certain complex topics. Then ones who are working, they are finding it difficult to balance their study as well as their working, and writing practice and speed and answer structuring. So these are the four main pillars. But these pillars, the common issues which are being faced, these are the 10 common issues which I have jotted down for you all, and I think all of you all will agree because uh, the uh, almost all students have responded me with these type of difficulties which they are facing, and they need help in these areas. Okay, so you have this time management, okay, which we are going to look up today as to what can be done. Difficulty and understanding in complex topics, your balanced study structure, exam anxiety, stress, lack of revision, low confidence, inconsistent study habits. Some of you all have told me about inadequate writing speed, difficult in conceptual clarity. So these were the 10 basic common topics and the problems which you all have discussed with me, and you all need solutions for that. So since we have already understood the problem, there is a solution with me. Now, what is that solution? For all these problems, the 10 problems which we just saw, there are basically four major solutions which will help you solve all the 10 problems at one point of time immediately. Okay, provided you all are consistent with what you all are doing and you all are following my instructions. Okay, so now the first one, the most important, which is your base. Okay, this is the crux. So study plan. The study plan is the most important, you can say, the solution to all the problems. Study plan basically will help you get time management. It will also help you balance your work and study, and the habit of inconsistency in studying will go away. Okay, so study plan, now questions come, or how to make study plan, what should we make in a study plan. So study plan is something which you are supposed to follow it daily, okay, religiously, like how you would have followed the time of your eating and sleeping. You are supposed to follow your study plan accordingly. Okay, so your time management will come, your inconsistent study habit will go if you will have a plan. So you make a plan weekly, you make a plan monthly. Okay, so that is going to only bring the change. Then is writing the test series. Now test series basically, if you go ahead and see certain ICSI past exam questions and the solutions which they give, you can obviously take up a paper, try to write the answer. That will reduce your anxiety. Why? Because you will get confidence. Wherever you are facing a little bit of difficulty in writing, where you are going wrong, self evaluation can take place, and your speed also of writing will increase when you will write 2 to 3 papers. Okay. Then doubt solving lectures, yes, complex topics, we always go ahead and we take all the marathon sessions for law subjects, for my practical subjects. So we are here to help you all whenever there is some difficulty. Okay, so whenever there are already the recording lectures, there are already sessions, there are already chapters which have been recorded. You can just start studying from there. And yes, even the live lectures by Zubair sir will be where he will be taking all your law subjects. I will come back to take your practical subjects. So there your doubt solving will definitely be taken care of. Okay. And the last one is your progress. Now, how will I know whether you are actually following what I am saying? Is only when you will attend my live mentorship sessions. Okay. So these are the 4 major solutions to all the problems across all my students. Okay, so now now this is where we stand. How do I start? This is the question. Okay, solutions we know the problems, but now how to start, right? So now how do we start? We will be covering certain important tips. Okay, very important tips. Take a pen and paper, write them down, understand what I am saying, and start following. Okay, so the first most important tip. Okay, first important tip. Understand the most high value weighted chapters. Okay, so don't start studying randomly. Just picking up company law and you have started studying. Understand the index. I always tell my students, go through the index. Okay, index is important. Understand the importance of the value of the chapters which are there. Not all the 20-25 chapters are important, or all 19 chapters are important. There are some 8 to 10 chapters which will carry 60 to 70 marks, and even if you study those and you just do an overview of the other chapters, you will be able to get really good marks. Why? Because this will help you write well for those chapters. Now, which important chapters, what is it? I'm going to share that with you all in the end of the video. Okay, so stay with me. We are going to also discuss the important chapters for each subject, right? So you will have that, and then I may share that also with you. You can even use that for your future study making plan, right? Then understand the paper pattern. Okay, just look up to some 5 years past 5 years papers, or at least past 3 years papers of the institute. Okay, just see what are the questions they are asking, how they are asking the questions, whether it is in the form of short note, whether it is in form of the case study. Okay, this will also help you know that the chapter is for how much weightage. Okay, so this is also going to be important. It is going to help you in that. Next is theory subjects. Okay, now theory subjects are more for your executive level. You have almost all theory subjects, and you have some 2 to 3 practical subjects which are there. So always divide your time. I have always told you all this. Take up theory, 1 theory subject and 1 practical subject. So if you are doing theory subjects, so say for 4-5 hours in the morning time, in the evening time, where you can want a little bit of just solving of the sums, just understanding a few questions, you can take up the practical subjects. It will help you keep a balance also, because studying theory again and again, it might just get a little bit boring. So you can then start solving little practicals towards the evening. Join a library. Okay, now library, or I will say any place wherein you will not be disturbed, or you are kind of not distracted towards other things happening around you. Because yes, for all you students, one thing you have to understand, that discipline, okay, is only thing which you can bring. Nobody else can get that for you. I can help you in understanding and making the strategy and clearing your exams in first attempt, but unless you are disciplined, you will not be able to achieve any of this. You will not be able to understand any of this. Okay, so this you only have to bring in yourself. Stay disciplined, don't get distracted. Okay, so if you have made a plan, stick to that plan, and then you see whether the entire universe will help you to stick to that plan. So it is very important. These positive affirmations are very important. For working professionals, I understand it is a little difficult, so get up a little early before, like get up wherein you know that you still have 2-3 hours more before you have to get ready for your office. So study in that morning time. Once you're back from office in the evening, study in that evening time. That is the best thing you can do. And yes, exam leave is a must, and I'm sure those who are studying and the places where they are working, they will be knowing that you are still studying. So the exam leave is something which I see is not a problem. Okay, you can definitely avail those exam leaves. Now don't work hard and don't even work smart. Okay, thinking I know everything. Work with a plan. Study plan, the first solution. So work with a plan. Now how to plan is again the question. So now when I'm saying how to plan, say from today, like say tomorrow is 1st September, until your exams are going to start. Okay, so leave the month of December totally for the December attempt. Okay, at least leave some days before the exam for your revision. So say from 1st of September, October, November, 3 months you all have, and you say you all are giving only group 1, or you're giving only 4 subjects, or you're giving 3 subjects, whatever is the case. Okay, so you have to just divide the number of days with the number of subjects. You will get how many days are available for each subject for you. So say I have 10 days. Say for example, I'm having 10 days. Okay, 10 days for one subject. Now in that 10 days, even say I want to do a second reading, that is a revision next time. So from that 10 days, say 7 days I studied and 3 days will be my revision. So this you will only have to understand that. And if there are people who are trying to say that okay, we are going to study just 1 month before the exam, so then yes, this will be the case for them, 10 days for one paper, or say only 7 days for one paper. So you will have to remove that time, those number of days, and from that days you will also have to make a provision for your revision, right? So I keep telling you all that make a weekly plan, or if you want, make a monthly plan, whatever is best suitable for you. Take up 2 subjects, make a plan, say whether in 15-20 days you are able to finish those 2 subjects. You will be able to know where you stand, right? Now, as I had told you all that I am going to share with you all these important chapters, and topics which will help you get good marks if you focus correctly, and also if you are kind of, writing those answers when asked in exams in the proper form. Okay, so these are the important chapters. Let's look up to the subject wise importance. So see, you can expect at least 70 marks from these chapters for all the subjects, those which I have listed down. So say in company law, the first most important, 2 important meeting directors only, if you say it will be for 30-40 marks, here only you are done. Then share capital again 10 to 15 marks. So your 50 marks is already done in this. Rest all these chapters which are there, another 20 marks, 70 marks is cleared. Okay, rest chapters I will not say just omit it, but don't spend time on that. Okay, don't spend your valuable time on that. Spend your more time on the chapters which are seeking importance from the institute point of view, right? Then you have securities law. So old syllabus, new syllabus, the first chapter, the basics, which is important, is the basics of your capital market. For new syllabus, they have written securities market in India. For old syllabus, it is structure of capital market. All right. So then you have this intermediaries, LODR. LODR you have. Then you have takeovers. These chapters are again important. So if you do these 8 chapters thoroughly and properly, Again here your 70 marks are secured, right? Next is your JIGL. So constitution itself is for good around 20 marks here. Then you have CPC, CRPC. Okay, so these chapters are again for 10 15 marks. Law of torts, these chapters will give you good 70 marks in your, this is a weightage of 70 marks of these 8 chapters. So instead of studying all 19 and giving all 19 the same important weightage, study these 8 chapters well, and then for all the other chapters make an overview. Okay, make one like note, 4-5 pages note, that if anything asked from this chapter which is of 5 marks, I will be able to write this answer. Clear here? Then setting up of business, industrial and labor laws, which is for new syllabus. So here you have, for new syllabus, labor laws, industrial and labor laws itself is for 40 marks. Done. So from this 7 chapters, don't you think you can get 30 marks? 70 marks here again are cleared. Initial registrations. Then you have conversion of business entities. 10 marks are those chapters. So once you are covered with industrial and labor laws, rest 30 marks you can cover from them. And old syllabus also, all these chapters which I have noted down, if you focus on them, your marks are, you can score like exemption in these papers. Setting up of business entities and closure, which is almost the same. So you have, this is setting up is because it's for old syllabus and this is for new syllabus, but if you see almost same. Okay, so for the old syllabus, this is the subjects, you can focus on these chapters. 8-9 chapters, fair enough to get a good exemption marks, right? Then you have economic laws. It's the same for old and new syllabus. So Competition Act and FEMA Act, here only you are sorted with 30 marks. And then the rest, which few chapters which are there, again 40 marks from here. Consumer protection, most easiest chapter and most scoring chapter, right? And then coming to the tax laws, GST, 40 marks straight, and the balance basic concept is of 5 marks. They ask only residential status, then other 5 heads of income, salary, business profession, okay, sources, income from other sources, all easy ones. 25 marks over there. And then clubbing and carry forward, that is again of 5 marks. Rest all, if you will just read it and you will have an understanding, it is fine. So your 70 marks here also it is done. 30 and your 40, 70. Then you have corporate accounting and financial management. As I always have told, for FM, capital structure, leverage is most important. Okay, for old syllabus there are 2 different papers, yes, but the importance remains the same. 5 chapters from FM and the 6 chapters from accounts. If you do it well along with the theory, because new syllabus have to write the paper, right? So if you are doing this along with the theory, even the old syllabus, theory is important because MCQ is also asked. Theory form MCQs are also there. So if you know these chapters in these 2 practical papers, FM and accounts, yes, in FM and accounts, yes, they will ask you from the other chapters. There is nothing you can omit. But yes, you can pay attention to these chapters a little bit more. Solving other chapters in FM and accounts, it's pretty simple. You don't really need to like kind of omit it or not see it. You can just solve it, and 1-2 sums you will solve it. You'll be able to solve it in the exam also. Clear? So this is what is very important for you all to understand how to begin. So understand the index, understand the weightage of the chapters, and then start. Just don't randomly start. That is why you all take attempts to clear. In fact, that is also something which is very positive. If you all have, there is somebody telling me that we have taken 4 attempts, we have still not cleared. But in that 4 attempts, see the amount of revision you have done. So for you, the next attempt is revision. Now do that revision with the help of this strategy, and then you see if you don't clear. Okay, so this is what is very important. Now, the main problem, we discussed all the problems and I have kept this one problem, which is a universal problem. Okay, so we have to focus on this. There is a lot of screen time with the, even I'm teaching my son, and I know how things are going on, and there is so much there on social media. You all are so distracted towards this screen timing thing, and you all are spending so much of time doing non-productive activities, which is not adding any value to your status, no value to your learnings, and no value to your upbringings. Okay, so please stop doing that. Do not waste your time on these social media channels. Now, how are you going to monitor this? And when I'm taking my next mentorship, I'm going to give you these two activities, and you'll have to do those two activities and then come and sit for my next mentorship session. Okay, so your first one will be your screen time. You're going to monitor it. Okay, so you go to your settings, go to digital well-being and parental controls. From there, you will be able to see this, your screen time, daily average screen time. It has to reduce substantially, like anything. Just use your mobile phone as a calling device. That's all. Unless you are using it for studying, or you're watching some YouTube study channels, etc., then it is understood. Okay, otherwise it should be used as just a calling device, nothing more than that, and that also for some productive calls. So please, this is a time where you all are supposed to wake up, because the exams are going to come very close. So you are supposed to wake up now and stop doing these type of activities. Okay, so this is one thing which you all are going to come back to me. Okay, you all are going to monitor your screen time, on daily basis until we have the next session. Daily basis, see what is your screen time. It has to reduce substantially until we meet next, and I'm going to ask you all this. Okay, and the second one is make your plan. I want you all to make a plan until your study plan until your exams date. Okay, so make the plan, study plan. So until your exams are going to start, whatever number of days you have, I told you, divide that with the number of subjects you all are giving, all groups, 2 groups, whatever, what you all have finished, what you all have not finished. Okay, so you are going to make a study plan, and how much have you all adhered to your study plan. So say you have made a plan wherein you all have made a plan until the exam date, the plan is there, and then I meet you all in, say, in a week's time, or say in 10 days time. Okay, whether that study plan for that 10 days, your target which is set for that 10 days, wherein you have said that, okay, I'm going to finish company law example, and I'm going to finish FM alongside, okay, in this 10 days, with all the important chapters which I have given it to you all, and see whether you all are standing and you all are completing that in 10 days. So you all are going to do these two activities immediately after my session. Okay, so I'm going to open this, and for a live question and answer, wherein I'll be there. Whatever questions you all are having, I'm happy to answer. So I'm going to keep this now for live question answers, and you all can please go ahead and join the WhatsApp group. The link is given in the description. You will get an access to this important chapters as we discussed. Okay, you can also get an access to my next session which is going to come up, and I will also discuss how other type of study plans and etc. for the next session as well. Okay, so thank you everyone, and stay tuned with me. Bye and all the best.